totally baseless.
Hey, it's Totally Baseless. My name's John, and with me is a guy who's next in line to head up the Wagner Group in Russia. That's pretty shocking. Welcome, Dan.
Da.
All right. And a guy who just lost $100 because he bet on the Flint Tropics to make it into the NBA playoffs. Dave, how you doing?
Hey, I'm good. Sort of.
I'm good. All right. You guys are experts, I tell you, on TV, right?
Of course.
I'm gonna go so far as to say that. So we all know that the number one show in terms of number of episodes is The Simpsons. By far, they're up to 747 episodes.
Wow.
You could rank this by like number of seasons or number of years, but I'm gonna make it straightforward go with number of episodes. So there's no, it's very more clear that way. I think it's simpler that way. What show is number 2 in number of episodes ever for a primetime television series? So not a soap opera, I guess, primetime television series in the United States.
60 Minutes.
Let's see. I don't see this on the list.
No. I need 60 minutes to think of an answer. You misunderstood.
Okay. Yeah, you might.
I'm gonna say something like Grey's Anatomy. That's been on forever.
Grey's Anatomy is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, number 9.
Oh wow.
416 episodes. That's a crap load of anatomy.
Yeah.
I think you'd have learned it by now. But
The Sheriff
416
Lobo.
episodes. Yeah, that's further down the list, I think.
Let's see. So second.
Futurama.
Futurama? Is that that's not on the list at all.
Damn.
Here.
South Park.
Oh, yeah. Huh. Well, I guess it's not a primetime television series. All right, I'll give you number 4 and 5 are Law and Order Special Victims Unit,
Oh wow.
535 episodes. And number 5 is Law and Order with 485. The student has surpassed the master on that one. 485. There's 485. There's a crap load of they're on all day, it seems like.
Oh, yeah.
One of those CSIs.
And that's right. Number 6 is NCIS.
Oh, man.
Another show. I've never seen any of these. NCIS has 453 episodes to come on at number 6. And these 3 shows are still on, so they could get up there. They could still make number 1 or 2. But still pretty far behind number 2.
Mama's Family.
Oh, man. Mama's Family.
Oh,
Let's do
way
a
to
Google
counter my
search for
Sheriff
that one.
Lobo. Well played, sir.
I mean, you do get in the weeds there. Let's see. I'm
No.
seeing Murder, She Wrote, Jack Benny program. I'm not
Although an
seeing...
episode of Mama's Family did probably feel like you were watching 500 some odd episodes.
Yeah.
End it, man.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go to number 3 is which ran from 1954 to 1971 with 591 episodes.
Gunsmoke.
Lassie.
Oh wow. That they had to have used more than one dog, right?
Over the 27-year run.
I would hope so.
Maybe. Yeah, could be.
Oh, Bonanza.
Bonanza is 432 episodes, number 8 on the list.
Was Gunsmoke in there?
Gunsmoke is the number 2. You got it.
Oh, boom.
Yeah. 635 episodes from
Wow.
1955 to 1975. And I'm guessing Kitty was getting a lot less business in 1975.
I would hope so.
Yeah, she would have looked really
Back
really
in the
bad
day.
by then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unless they were pretending it was still like the same 5-year time span. No. Soon the Civil War will be over.
Yeah, right. Like MASH.
The Korean War lasted 11 years.
3 years, and the show lasted 11 years.
Yeah. Really? What kind of years were they in? Dog years?
Yeah. Yeah. Number 10 is a Family Guy with 407
Oh.
episodes. And they're still running, so they could move up there. It seems like it never ends. So let's get into your source for international news, totally baseless. A German court ruled that a naked landlord doesn't justify lower rent. Some tenants in a residential district of Frankfurt rented, including a human resources company, which is the pretty funny part, argued that they should pay lower rent because of the landlord's naked sunbathing. Now, if you think I'm making these stories up, I'm not. This is actually in the Associated Press. They're writing it as news here, and you'll have the link in the show notes. But the Frankfurt State Court said that the usability of the rented property was not impaired by the landlord's penis. No, by the plaintiff sunbathing himself naked in the courtyard. So just very, very unfortunate for an HR company to have to deal with and tolerate, according to the judge.
And of course, this guy was an old guy, right? It's always the old wrinkly dude.
Never someone you wanted to be.
Exactly.
Like Heidi Klum was naked sunbathing.
Yeah.
And there'd be no
We'll pay double
lawsuit.
our rent.
Yeah, double our rent. Yeah, right.
Yeah, but it's always like, so some old guy. It's Klaus, Klaus, the old World War II veteran.
Whose rifle is still at attention.
At first, I thought this was maybe like the German translation of an episode of Three's Company, a wacky
Apparently-
misunderstanding.
I don't see
But-
Mr. Roper as being a big appeal.
Yeah.
But I guess some of the reasoning was they had to like lean over if they were and really try hard to actually get a view of this guy sunbathing. So it wasn't like he was doing it out where everybody could see. And like really, who would want to lean over and see some old guy sunbathing? So,
If it was me, everybody would be able to see. That's all
I
I'm
wanna-
saying.
And how exactly did they figure that out, though? Did they like have to have like where they took all the like court proceedings to the like building and like, all right, Klaus,
Yeah.
drop the robe. How much
Yeah.
can you see from here? How much can you
Yeah.
see from here?
do you guys have to lean over the railing to see? No big deal. So you'd have to go out of your way if you wanted to
To
check
see
this dude out.
Klaus,
Yeah. To see Klaus's
the plaintiff stated credibly that he always wore a bathrobe which he only took off just before the sun lounger.
how funny would that be? You're walking in your offices at work and some guy in a bathrobe is just walking by.
Don't mind me. Especially today's topic is sexual harassment. No, not today.
Oh man.
Also, this guy had the one German people that are prudes about nudity.
Yeah, no, I thought Europeans were a whole lot freer than
Yeah.
we are. I thought they'd be like joining in.
Yeah, you thought they'd be like mad because he wouldn't let them get naked during like
Yeah.
meetings or whatever.
Yeah, it's like, hey, it's sunbathing break. Everybody out to the
All right.
courtyard.
No, that was the complaint, that they had to lean over to see him and that he wouldn't move into a more accessible position. There's not enough nudity.
So it was a wacky misunderstanding.
Yeah. It's a good thing the naked landlord has come through again and won his court case.
Win for the
Justice
good
was
guys.
served.
All right, and on our next list of international news is a new ban on dwarf bullfighting in Spain. The decision was applauded by disability rights groups, but condemned by the actual performers themselves. I have to say, I've been to Spain a couple times. I missed out on the dwarf bullfighting.
At first glance at this article, just the title, I thought they were complaining about the actual bulls being hurt or something. It's the dwarf that they care about. They don't care if they kill the bulls or not.
They still kill the bulls. They
Yeah.
torture the bulls.
Yeah, but it's the dwarf. I mean, not saying that I guess that dwarfs shouldn't matter in this case either, but it's pick your poison, right?
I'm already making my own DLM signs.
Dwarf lives matter. Yeah, usually any story involving bullfighting, it's like, oh, the poor bull's being mistreated. Who knew?
Yeah, I guess they're like, well, dwarves are an easier target for the bulls.
At first, I thought it was going to be maybe like about like small bulls. Like it's like these tiny bulls that
Dwarf
they're fighting.
bullfighting. Right. I wasn't sure.
It's like in the rodeos when the little kids are riding the sheep. They do that for the dwarf. The dwarves have to bullfight against sheep.
So then the dwarves are upset they don't get to fight actual bulls.
Maybe, I don't know.
We
We want
kick
equal
bull ass.
rights.
One of the dwarf bullfighters said they take it for granted that people are being denigrated or laughed at, and it's the opposite. The respect they have for us is impressive.
They're
Said
laughing
Daniel
with us.
Calderon, a dwarf bullfighter.
They're laughing with us, not at us.
But it must be noted, these dwarf bullfighters aren't very good because it says condemned by the few surviving
Right.
performers.
So they're
well, I think they mean like they've been retired or something.
I think that's the part of the case, right? They're making the
Right.
case for them. There's only a few of you left. Come on, guys.
We're
There's a
trying to
reason
help you out here.
Yeah.
You did make me picture a bull with a dwarf on each horn.
They're like, yes, we lose a lot, but still, it's our choice.
This is the most respected position for dwarves in Spain, apparently, right?
This is one of the highest paying dwarf jobs.
I got a cousin. He's one of those ones that gets tossed in. He gets tossed in a bar. I'm the most accomplished of all the dwarves in my family. There's 3 of us that work in a mine. They're losers.
Dwarf
Oh,
bullfighting is like the Harvard of dwarf job. It's like when you say, I go to Harvard, a dwarf that says, I fight bulls. Oh, wait a minute. That's the dream.
Well, that'd be impressive for anybody.
This
But
is-
it does make it easier for them to remove the bull's testicles. The fighting's over. But yeah, I thought there was bullfighting was on its way out in Spain anyway, just because of the animal cruelty aspect of it. But I guess not. Just the dwarves are getting eliminated.
Yeah.
The people are losing their jobs.
Yeah, but the people don't want to lose your jobs, which is the craziest thing. Like, hey,
Yeah. Thanks for caring about me so damn much that I lost my job.
Yeah. Are you going to feed me?
the false indignation, right? Somebody else is pissed off for you.
No. We got you. We got your back. I don't want you to get my back. Leave me the fuck alone.
Well, let's head over to South Africa for our next international segment here. A guy tries to sell a penis at a mall in Eastern Cape Town, South Africa. A 32-year-old was selling a human tissue, a man's penis, a 32-year-old guy. And apparently he was looking for a buyer in the mall.
Hey, psst, buddy, come here. I got this for you. What do you think? How much?
And
Let me
that's
pay
why
by the
malls
inch.
are dying.
you want to buy a penis? Huh?
What?
I got him in all sizes. He opens up his trench coat. He's
Yeah,
got like
trench
a
coat.
yeah, like all
Oh,
these
man.
like all these penises hanging down like they're watches or stolen goods.
It's like, yo, man, I'm just trying to get to the Cinnabon. I don't need this. I mean, what's going on with malls in South Africa that this guy thinks, you know what? I'll sell it at the mall. What was this guy's-
That's the place to go. If you want to make a sale, you go to the
You
mall.
can get anything at the mall.
I mean, I'm sure they must have some kind of black market, right? Where there's like,
Yeah, you would think his train of thought would be, you know what? I got to go somewhere where there's a whole lot worse stuff being sold.
yes,
I don't want
not
to be
better.
Yeah.
There's no black market. Apartheid's done now.
Ouch. Ow.
This was a market for everybody.
Oh,
It's a market for
including
everybody,
The severed
exactly.
penis, apparently.
Yeah,
Ooh.
well, except for people that try to sell.
Yeah,
severed
like, you know
penises.
what? I think I'll go to the Apple store. Maybe I'll go to the Foot Locker. Oh, and then I'll go to this guy selling a severed wang. I mean,
Oh, yeah. The wife did want me to pick up a bigger penis.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm going to the mall. What are you gonna get? Some guy's dong.
Oh,
It's
and
a
a
kiosk.
mouse. Oh, I didn't do the
Yeah.
mouse too.
Yeah, I need to go to Nordstrom's rack to get some shoes and a dong.
Size 10. What, the shoe or the dong?
Either or.
Whichever one you want, honey.
And I just like that they gloss over the part about like the 60-year-old district. Yeah, oh yeah, it was taken from some 68-year-old guy. Don't worry about it.
Poor
Moving
guy's
on.
in the hospital. Yeah, he doesn't need it anymore. Come on, he's 68.
Oh,
unless
if he
he's
was
taking
69, he'd
rhino-
still need it.
Oh, man.
68-year-old just walking along, minding his own business. Next thing you know, he wakes up in a hospital without a penis.
Yeah, and this guy didn't I don't know, yell out? Was he in a coma or what was the deal? How you didn't notice that
I'm
this was
saying that
happening?
I'm saying there's either drugs involved or mental illness. And a poor
I'm-
68-year-old at the receiving end of the other guy's episode.
At least
Yeah.
I'm hoping that's the case.
Harvard graduate yells penis in the South African world. That would be a story.
Or a dwarf bullfighter.
A dwarf from Harvard.
And I like what the original charge is, though. Unlawful possession of human tissue.
That's
like where they-
this isn't what I would picture.
Well, so if the guy gave him permission,
It
here,
would be
take
Yeah.
it'd be lawful possession.
Yeah.
He needed some extra cash. He was fine with the transaction. Oh, okay.
Pretty scary stuff. I've heard of these stories where, you know, they've removed somebody's like the wrong arm or something on somebody, but to wake up and see that Mr. Happy's missing, that's a whole different story.
Not a happy ending.
Yes. Yeah, this isn't the massage I asked for. Yeah. Pretty scary. All right, and we haven't gone international because nothing crazy is happening in the US. Let's go back to Lauren Boebert, who is a constant stream of hilarity. Well, not if you're an airline stewardess or dealing with one of her followers. She's told the listeners at one of her speeches, one of her rallies, that she says that people should disrupt flights even if it gets them kicked off a plane. And she doesn't care if it's a school principal gets mad at me or county commissioners. She says that people should just go out and start causing problems and take a stand anywhere. And she doesn't really get specific. I heard the video, but it's more like being disruptive for whatever reason, just if you think you're right, even if it gets you kicked off a plane.
Yeah, just be an asshole for being an asshole's sake, right?
I could have been a politician then for ages already.
Yeah, I like how she doesn't specifically say what she's
Fighting
trying to.
for.
Yeah, just be a jerk, just to be a jerk.
She says you got to fight for your right to party.
Yeah, I wish you would drop the pretense of trying to be like a politician. Just say, you know what? I'm just a certified asshole. And I'm just going to be an asshole because I can.
Just getting
Yeah, no,
attention.
Yeah.
This is what gets you in the news cycle. We're contributing to the problem.
Yeah,
But
exactly. We're giving her time, but
it's great because like it has nothing to do with any kind of actual political standpoint. There's no like cause. It's just I'm going to be an asshole because I'm an American. Oh, gee. So
that's my cause. It's the right to be an asshole.
yeah, I think ugly Americans have been misrepresented for far too long. We need to be uglier.
Let's start living up to our name, our moniker, the Ugly Americans.
Yeah, her whole. I think she's like actually trying to get fired or like thrown out of Congress. Check. I don't care if it costs me the election.
This
Right?
is what happens when you get an escort of an
Alleged.
escort.
No, she was actually, it's verified.
Wow.
She was an escort
In that case,
Yeah.
continue.
with multiple abortions.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So,
Occupational hazard.
You know,
yeah, but this is what happens when you get a GED recipient as a
Oh, you're going to be
congresswoman.
an educational elitist now, huh?
oh,
Wow! Look, so far.
Oh.
If that's your, if,
You can
if
be
that-
smart. You can do great things without a college degree. Ask Bill Gates or Mark Zuckerberg.
Yes, but that's without a college degree. This chick didn't even have a high school
Oh,
degree.
high school. Wait.
and they're
that
not
was a
attempting to
harder
run the
one.
country.
That's tougher. Wait.
Yeah, but
George
yeah,
Washington didn't have a high school degree.
okay, so now we're
But he-
comparing
but he had
those.
slaves.
Now we're comparing Boebert to George Washington.
Lauren
She's-
Boebert never owned slaves. That's true, Dan.
Oh, so ipso
That
we
facto,
know
she's
of.
better than
But-
George Washington.
That we
No.
know of.
But did she want to?
Oh, yeah.
Does she have a
Yeah.
problem with it?
He was
That-
trying to get rid of his slaves, and she's trying to acquire slaves. So,
You know, gave me some of George Washington's slaves. Did he still have any laying around?
yo, man.
Oh man, he's been dead for centuries. Yeah, not for lack of
You'd know
trying.
that. You'd know that if you actually graduated high school.
Oh,
Damn it. Are you trying to hold that against me? I'm a congresswoman, for God's sake.
no, I think once again she's one of those people that realize, oh shit, I'm in over my head. Throw me out. I dare you. Let me say the crazy, please.
Yeah, exactly. She's waiting for the other shoe to drop. So she's just getting crazier and crazier in
Yeah.
everything she says, right? She's all, fuck it.
It's working for Marjorie Taylor Greene. I
Right.
might as well give
Yeah.
it a shot.
Those two are neck and neck, trying to outdo each other on crazy.
It's like they're failing upwards. It's like they're trying to tank, but people keep taking them seriously.
They rally around them, right? We got to keep her there. She's the only one that's saying it like it is.
No, I'm telling you, don't vote for me. No, 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 no.
Oh man, she really doesn't care. She's
Yeah.
gonna do what it takes.
Every time she wins, she's all, who knew?
I told them not to vote for me.
What more do these people want? Do I have to spell it out?
If I
Those-
could spell it out, I would.
Yeah.
Well, remember, these are the same people that thought Trump was playing 4D chess. He's on a whole different level here.
Oh yeah.
No,
Yeah.
there are no levels. It's just straight out. What you see is what you get.
Yeah, he's playing shoots and ladders. Right. She's playing Candyland.
All I'm saying is East German underwear models should have expedited immigration status.
They give something to our country. They have extraordinary capabilities.
Yes. Well, I guess we're going to pile on to Republicans with our last story here. Republicans are worried legalizing weed will put police dogs out of work. And if you see the picture in our link here, this dog is just adorable. You would never want to put this poor little pup out of work. So that's
Or-
the latest argument to against legalizing weed. Are you really running out of arguments at this point where you have to go to the police dog to have something to say against legalizing weed?
Think of the
I
police
guess
dogs.
not.
Won't
Yeah.
someone think of the police dogs?
Yeah, exactly.
Or
That's-
unemployed
that's,
dogs.
all the when I consider legislation, I always think of the dogs.
Yeah, they care more about police dogs than like all the poor and all the
Yeah.
no. The police dogs, that's what really gets my goat. The police dogs. We gotta think of them.
Yeah, not actual unemployed citizens. You know,
Yeah. Homeless, who
Ah.
cares? The
this
police dogs.
cute, adorable German Shepherd will no longer be able to smell for weed. What's he gonna do with his life?
Is that the only thing they train him to do? I mean, so he's not smelling for weed. He still can be a police dog, right?
Yeah, right.
Dude, I know a lot of people who would love to smell for weed all day. So I don't know if we need dogs to do this job. Like
The dog-
Shaggy.
I think the dogs are pissed because, they're not sniffing for weed. They're not getting that contact high. You ask the dogs, they're like, God damn it. The one good part of our job. Sniffing weed.
I think they're afraid that Jamaicans will come in and take all the police dog jobs.
Stand back. I'll show you how it's done.
I can tell you what kind of ganja. That is some
Yeah.
South African grown and
That's a Northern Cali Humboldt.
Not just a
chronic.
yes or no question with us. We will get specific.
once again, immigrants getting the job done.
Loyal American dogs are out of work. I can see that. It's gonna be like the Sarah McLachlan commercial all over again.
A bunch of homeless dogs sniffing
Now the
around.
dogs will be out on the street with nothing to do.
Can you imagine if you adopt one of these dogs after they're retired, and then for some reason he keeps barking at this one particular neighbor of yours?
Or all of a sudden you're sitting there and you decide to smoke some weed one day, which is perfectly legal in your house, and your dog just attacks you.
Yeah, it's like,
You're like,
I don't
"Ah!"
know. No, you know which neighbors to really get become friends with.
Yeah.
Finally, some relief from this glaucoma. Ah, my dog.
Yeah.
Cancer
Really?
patient was mauled by his dog.
Several Grateful Dead fans have been reported being attacked by dogs lately.
Half the population of Berkeley have been attacked by, by a gang of
Roving
Homeless,
German
retired-
shepherds, unemployed German shepherds.
roaming the streets, attacking all sorts of ex-hippies.
Oh, it just cracks me up that this is where the Republican Party's at. We're going to bank on people having sympathy for dogs so we can keep weed illegal. There's no other problems in our country to focus on dog unemployment.
Yeah,
Don't
focus on
waste all that
people
money.
unemployment.
Don't waste all that money on medical care. That's
no,
a waste.
No.
Who cares if people are unemployed? It's the dogs.
You pay for your own cancer. We're gonna put that money into dog training.
Have the dogs pivot. Smell cancer.
They are. They're better at that than any machine or any device can do right now, apparently. All right. Well, you can always adopt one of these retired police dogs. Most of them get adopted by their handlers, it says, but there's organizations that help pay for their medical bills and help for adoption. So check it out. Thanks for listening, and please hit subscribe, and we'll see you next week.
Off to sunbathe in the courtyard.
Oh.
Bye. Doggy welfare.
It's human welfare.
Well, for Republicans, it does. This sucks.